Hey y'all! Today I'm sharing a story that really hits home for a lot of us. Picture this: a devoted wife out on a date night with her husband, just trying to enjoy a cozy dinner together. But then the waitress shows up, super bubbly and friendly, but way too flirty with her man. As she showers, compliments, and makes those suggestive remarks, our girl starts feeling all kinds of uneasy and hurt. Like, why do some people feel the need to cross that line? Despite her best efforts to stay cool, she can't shake the feeling that the waitress is trying to undermine her. I mean, come on! Frustrated, she decides to leave a smaller tip than usual, thinking it's the only way to express her feelings. But here's the question: was she right to feel that way? It's totally normal to want to protect what's yours, especially when it feels like someone's not respecting those boundaries. But let's keep it real. Maybe the waitress was just being friendly and didn't even realize how her words were coming across. This whole situation is a reminder of how important communication is in relationships. Instead of letting jealousy take over, this could have been a moment for the wife to connect with her husband, talk it out, and strengthen their bond. What do y'all think? Was the waitress really a pick-me, or was the wife overreacting? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I will let you guys watch this short TikTok story time. I will leave her TikTok in the description if you like to check her TikTok out for more.
Na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na na. Welcome to Shan's Tea, where the buzz is real. Got the scoop on side jobs, that's the deal. From TikTok trends to all the latest news. If it's hot and happening, you know we'll choose. Shan's Tea got everything you need. Side hustles, TikTok vibes, we plant the seeds. Stay tuned, don't miss a beat for the juicy and sweet. Come on and take a seat. Shan's Tea got everything you need. Side hustles, TikTok vibes, we plant the seeds. Stay tuned, don't miss a beat for the juicy and sweet. Come on and take a seat. So hit that subscribe, don't be late. Join the fun with Shan's Tea, it's gonna be great.
What do you call the girls that love to expose you? Like, if someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, you look really pretty today," and they got to be like, "Oh, she's got makeup on." Or if you're posting a video that goes viral and someone is complimenting you about the way you look, and this person just pops in and says, "Oh, she's wearing a filter." Or if you get your boobs done and someone says, "That sure looks nice on you," she's got her boobs done. Y'all are weird. Story time of the biggest pick-me girl that I ever experienced, going to a restaurant, and she was our waitress at Texas Roadhouse. I have a very attractive man, and I know this. I picked him not just for that, but it contributed to why he's my husband now. We love Texas Roadhouse. We are steak connoisseurs. We're big carnivore eaters. Go to Texas Roadhouse every time. We're like, everyone knows us there. Every time we go, there's always this group of girls that are always super nice to me. They're like, "Oh my God, it's you. We love you." Or, you know, they're just like girls. They're just like, I don't know if they're smart. Like, they want their check because they know we live good tips. We leave good tips. But there's always this one girl when we walk in, she's always looking at my man like, cool, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. But every time she sees me, she's always like I could tell she's just like trying to find something. You know, big pick-me's, they love to point out your flaws, which, fine, it's weird behavior, but girl, we know where you stand. We go there, I just knew. She like ran to that table like, "Oh, I'm getting this table today." And she did. She got the table, and cool. I peeped the behavior, but I'm like, I'm not gonna let this ruin my date night with my man. He's been working so hard. We're gonna have a good time. So we sit down and we're like, let's have some margaritas. Let's have some drinks. Orders his margarita. I ordered one too, and she goes like, "Can I see your ID?" Cool. Gave her my ID. My husband goes to show his ID. He's obviously of age, but I get it. You have to do your job. And she looks at the ID and he says his birthday. And she goes like, "Ah, you memorized that." Just like that. Like, you memorized that. And I look at her, I'm like thinking, yeah, it's his goddamn birthday. Okay. He goes like, "Can we just get a couple more butters with the rolls?" Which Texas Roadhouse, their rolls are delicious. Their food is just delicious. Their steak is so good. He gets his drink right away. And I'm sitting there waiting and waiting. By the time he's done with his drink, we have another, we get all our food. I'm like, I never got my drink. And she's like, oh yeah, it's coming. And she's looking at me like this, like not nice whatsoever, which you gotta be dumb as shit to be that way to the wife. I used to be a waitress. You know better. You gotta be nice to the wife, or else your tip is gonna be trash, because the wife controls the pocket, okay? So I'm like, all right, can I get some more water? Like, my water's not being filled up. But the second his drink gets down, do you want another one? I got you. That's what she said to him the whole night. I got you. And anything I asked, she's like, it's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. Just like that. So I'm like, all right. She's ignoring me the whole time, like I don't exist. And she just comes up to him. She's like, so what do you do? Like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm a roofer. And she's like, oh, blue collar guy, I like that. Do you work out? I see you have, he's like the muscular guy. You know, I like that. I like muscles. I like fitness. And he's like, yeah, I used to be a bodybuilder. And he's like, yeah, that's how I met my wife. We're bodybuilders. And she just looks at me and she's like, okay, let me go get your drink. So he's already on his second round of drinks. I still haven't even got my first. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to let this ruin my night. I'm not going to let it. I want to enjoy it with my husband. I finally get my drink. It is trash. Like, I swear, she just like, I look at her, I'm like, this doesn't taste right. Like, it tastes different than his. And she's like, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to take it off the check? Yeah. Because it's like the end of the night and I just got my drink and it doesn't taste right. Yeah, take it off my check. And she grabs the drink so aggressively. She's like, ugh. Okay. The steak was delicious, so I'm not gonna get mad about that. The steak was good, so she finally comes back and I tell her, what do they do to the steak? Is it like dry aged? Because they do something special. It is delicious. And she looks at me and then looks at my husband and she answers the question to him. He didn't even ask. He's like, okay, I don't care. He doesn't care. I care. Why are you asking him? So yeah, long story short, didn't get shit. And this is a message to all the waitresses out there. If you want a good check or good tip,
what do you think about this story? Comment below.
Be nice to the wife.